with my guns on, so when I reach the other side, I can show what it feels like to die. Bury me with my guns on, so when I'm cast out of the sky, I can shoot the devil right between the eyes. Bury me with my guns on, so when I reach the other side, I can show him what it feels like to die. Bury me with my guns on, so when I'm cast out of the sky, I can shoot the devil right between the eyes.
What's up, guys? Got a ding here. Today's video is gonna be a little different. Instead of some high damage kind of battle, something where I mark the tank or 10,000 spotting assists, it's not gonna be any of that. Instead, this video is actually a very, very good representation of what can happen when you have a little thing called teamwork. That's right. Teamwork. In this game, yeah, it exists. This video is specifically made to showcase that. Now, I'm going to give a little bit of a spoiler for the battle I'll show. So if you don't like spoilers, go ahead and just mute the video for 20-30 seconds. Head over to Clone Guy 72 and Space Bandits channel. Links to those will be in the description, and go ahead and give them a subscribe if you haven't already. And when you get back, battle will start. So almost immediately, the team I'm with puts themselves in a very bad position. We don't distribute the tanks to the correct places. Therefore, at one point, we are down 3-7, as in we've killed 3, they've killed 7. And we even lose all 3 flanks. Yeah, almost simultaneously too. Almost. But because of the teamwork that is shown, we actually get a win out of this. Yep. In fact, at one point, you'll see this in my driving, I myself thought it was a loss. I had accepted it. I was preparing to just farm the damage that I could and then move on to the next battle. But because of what my team did, circumstances changed and the results I mentioned happened. So that's enough talking right now. Let's go to that battle and I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so the map obviously is Mountain Pass. I'm in my 30B like I said. It is a tier 10, tier 9 battle. Half 10s, half 9s. Pretty nice. Usual starts happening. People are pinging the map for whatever reason. I'm going to go over to the 4 line, roughly. That's all I've really decided to do so far. I usually base my next move off of what my team does compared to what the enemy team does as well. So the light tank, as usual, on the enemy team rushes off over to our side to try and get as many spots as possible instead of using his camo and V range like a smart person would do. I see the TVP 5051. I snapshot. It's a hope shot. I didn't expect to hit, but I did, so there's that. I make a bad decision and fire there. I knew it was a low chance to pen. I didn't lead it right, but no big deal. So I'm going to move up to this spot here. They got a few guys sitting in the middle trying to get shots on us. So I'm going to, again, try and squeeze a shot between the rock and mountain, which I do. I do low roll, but I hit his ammo rack, so he's at least down on repair kit. And, well, 300 hit points. Now, I just want to point out while we got a little bit of adult time that the velocity got nerfed, so you'll see some pretty bad shots, like that one right there. I believe it was like 1700 meters a second this thing had. It was fantastic. I loved this tank. I didn't do too well, but I loved it. But it's, I don't know what it is now, but it's crap. So right now I notice that one line has 2 mediums. That's it. We've got 2 mediums on K-line defending a third of the map right now. So I'm moving back over towards roughly the 5-6. I'm watching the map while I reload, and then shooting when I have a shot to fire. Waffle pulls away, so I'm looking for a shot on the light or the Leopard 1. Leopard 1 is going towards the mountain. Now I'm waiting for this light to poke. By the way he's driving, it looks like he was about to, which he does. Time I shot wrong. Again, not used to the velocity on this. I just started playing this the day before this battle, so I'm not too familiar with it. Do love the mobility though. I've actually bounced the shot on the turret from a 277, so that's nice. Now we are about to lose this one line any second now. We've got it's actually a platoon over there, I believe. One of them is stuck. He can't go anywhere. He's going to die. There is no way to save him. The other one asking for help right now has a chance to get out of there and keep his gun in the game, but he wants to help his platoon mate. I get it. I understand it. I do that too. But he is going to die as well if he does not leave immediately. All those tanks over there that are lit up are focusing on the one off the H3 line. I'm trying to tell him to fall back, but he's not doing it. While that is going on, I noticed the 257. I noticed it earlier, but I didn't really have a chance to mention that. But I noticed the 257 is going on a 1v1, and he's got 2 tanks backing him up potentially. So I am setting up to prepare for him to turn that corner while trying to do whatever damage I can on these 3 tanks. Now the 30B pokes out. I get lit by the 140, I believe is what it was. I make a mistake and turn the back of my tank towards the 140. Did not think he was going to poke. So I'm getting lit by the Lorraine right now. Put a snapshot into him. He does not return fire, but he will in the next one. Now I'm watching the mini-map while I'm doing this right here. I put another one into him. High roll for 432. He misses his shot because I hit the brakes as soon as I fired. Try and get the kill shot, but he turns around the corner and the chieftain blocks my shot. Not that it really matters. So I'm going to move up a little bit. Try and get the kill shot on here, which I don't know what he did. I assume he freaked out when he realized I had moved or something. I spot the Artie. That's going to play an important role right there. Artie is on K-line. Now, I've been watching this heavy over on the bridge. He has not turned this corner. So I know he's shooting that TD that says he's reloading. We're getting pinged by someone. Typical deal. Now this is where the battle starts to turn. If you notice, when I was fighting at Lorraine, the score was 3-7. We lost half our team, and we've only killed 3 of them. I try and line up a shot here. I make a mistake. I left my zoom, which threw me off, and I was not prepared for him to back up. That could have been a kill shot, but I go behind the dead tank, let my chieftain buddy take him out, no big deal. Good job. Now this is where it's important. Everything that my team does can lose or win the battle. It's 11-11. We've got 1 Artie. They've got 1 Artie. We have 2 heavies. They have 2 mediums. And then there's me and the enemy heavy. Now I was going to go down to the 1-2 line, but the chieftain seems like he's just kind of helping me out, supporting me, which is fine. So I'm going to go across where they're last lit, and hopefully the Artie and the chieftain can help me out. But the chieftain decides to go for Artie. I understand, but I'm not too happy about it, seeing how all 3 of them are right here. There's 2 lit, but here in a second that the French heavy will get lit. In fact, and like next time I poke, I think. So I want to put a shot into the 30. Yep, I take a hit in return by the Patton. I think the French heavy fired as well. I was about to poke again, but I realized how bad of a mistake that would be. I'm in a 1v3 right now. Chieftain is going for the Artie, who just killed him. Our other heavy is over at our flag. Artie is the only one who is supporting me right now. Chieftain says he's on the way, but it's a little bit too late. I have to get out of there. At this point, right now, I thought we were going to lose. It's that simple. And I turn my turret around and expect the mediums to poke that bridge corner. I wasn't paying attention. I'm a bad driver when I'm not looking forward, so, you know, I try and climb the mountain. But now I realize that the T10 is pushing to the bridge. And while I was still heading south, I was debating whether to go north or continue back. I decided to turn around, because I'm going to pause it here. Look at where my team is on the map. We've got a heavy basically covering the 1 line. We've got another heavy on 5 line. Enemy team is now pinned in their spawn, effectively, just like we were not 1 minute ago. But because they decided to set up a defensive position, they gave up map control, which gives us the advantage because of me. If I had not been in the picture right now, what my team is currently doing will get them killed. Because that enemy team, all they have to do is decide which way to go and move together and then take us out one by one. But these heavies are actually going to stay right where they're at and have a standoff. And you'll see why here in a second. So I decide I'm going to go up the 7 line to get behind him. I look at the health of the T-Town. He's full health, so I need him to stay exactly where he's at. And I tell him I'm on my way. Chieftain on 1 line, still holding position. Look at that T10. He stopped. He is listening. I don't know if it's because of my clan tag, or if whoever the Delta guy is that's talking is telling him, or what made him decide to listen, but he did. And that is going to dramatically change the outcome of this battle. I'm ready for him to push in, because by the time he engages, I should be at the top of this mountain where the Artie likes to sit. So I wanted to time this perfectly, so right when they look at him, look at him, I pull over the edge and put a shot into him. Which is exactly what's going to happen. This chieftain is still having a standoff with that heavy. So I poke one in to the pattern. He's down to 500 hit points. He's a one-shot for that T10. The 51 tries to hit me, but I've got that rock in front of me. Now I'm using my hit points here. I did that intentionally. Now, all three... I'm going to pause it again. Right now, the entire enemy team is focused on me. All of them. In fact, 2 of them just fired. 1 is still on reload. That gives the advantage to my heavies, and I'm going to use that to win the game. I am at 3,000 damage right now. It's, for someone who's got my amount of experience, it's just an okay game. You know, granted, I know there's a lot of people out there that would love to have 3,000 damage in a tier 10 with 400 assist. This video is not about the damage. It's about the teamwork that you have just seen. As of right now, we have won. We've got Artie support. Probably going to go for that heavy. He's the best choice. The chieftain can now engage that heavy. The T10 had full hit points, more hit points than I did. And he's got a 1-shot medium and a 2-shot medium. Both of them 1-shot if I put another round in, but I'm at 500 hit points, so I just want to keep their attention. I don't want to do more damage. So we'll go back to the battle here. Now I don't want to poke those mediums, but I can still use quick snapshots for that 51 to help out my chieftain buddy. So I put one into him, put another one into him. Just out of luck, I've got side shots. He's probably looking at me. His turret can bounce, probably. I was going to go for a third one, but I realized that I'm at 500 hit points. I can be a one-shot. Mediums go down. Artie gets the kill, and no one else dies. Almost half the battle was with the 4 of us. And because we played as a team, even the guys, if you notice, I didn't mention this, if you the guys that were dead, the platoon on the one line, the mediums, they were even pinging what needed to be done to help me out. That T10 only did 580 damage, but because he stayed and waited for me, that one decision decided the outcome. And because of that, I'm sending him this message. Thanks for listening. To show my appreciation, because you don't ever see teamwork like that. Like on Discord, I don't know if you guys have Discord, but I'm in a lot of World of Tanks channels on Discord, and it's almost always complaining about how the green team is horrible. They don't listen. It's every man for himself. This is what you guys really should look out for, and try and do whatever you can to help out your team. Even if you're dead, you can ping last known positions. You can ask someone to help, like that Mad platoon was. Now, I only did 3,800 damage. I only did 670 assists. I got 1 kill. It's a class 2. Because of the teamwork that was shown by everybody, we won when normally we wouldn't. And that is what this video is about. Thanks guys for watching. I'm GotADingy. I've got a Discord channel in the description. I also live stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Hit that like if you liked it. Hit that thumbs down if you didn't. Don't forget to leave a comment. I would love to know what you guys think about the teamwork displayed. And I'll see you on the next one.